A very good morning to all my dear student. Today, I, Aditya Bisht, Faculty Department in Hotel Management, would like to give you a brief introduction, a brief induction sort of thing about your subject in third semester, BHM, and the subject name is Communication and French Learning. Communication and French learning is very important in the hotel industry because there are lots of things which revolve around French or which revolve around a good communication or a positive communication. Communication, yes, communication subject you also had in your first semester, in your second semester, a part of it. But I think communication is very important, and yes, it is a subject, but every one of us must realize the importance of communication in the hotel industry. Without communication, nothing can happen. You know, communication when you communicate, you make transfer of thoughts, transfer of positive information from you to the let's say from you to the group of people or to the manager. So a positive communication increases the productivity of the task. There should not be any Chinese whisper. If I'm saying that the occupancy is 75%, if I'm the general manager, so the same set of information should reach to my all managers, and my managers should communicate the same set of information to their employees, to their trainees, to their management trainees, to their assistant managers, to their supervisors, to the captain. You know, so yes, communication plays a very important role, and in your semester 3, a subject which is named as communication and French learning, in this I shall be teaching you few French terms which are very important for you to know, and all those French terms will revolve, or you shall be using on daily basis when you will enter, when you will step in inside the hotel industry after completing your BHM graduation. So the topic which I shall be covering today is some history about the contribution of French in the hotel industry, weekdays in French world format. All right. So as we all know that the contribution of French or the contribution of France in the hotel industry is immense, and hence most of the dishes, most of the culinary terms, most of the abbreviation which we are using these days, or which we are proudly using these days, are the gift to us, are the gift to the hospitality by the French people. So moving ahead in this PPT. Okay, now in this slide you can see a boardroom. This room is known as by a boardroom. You can see a huge table around which chairs are kept. In between you can see a flower arrangement. This is a room generally in all the hotel, in all the corporate office, for the meeting point of view. A meeting has been conducted by the respective general manager in the morning, 9 a.m. sharp, in which he has all the managers, all the executive chefs, executive housekeeper, food and beverage manager, FOM, security, chief security officer, and several other managers of the hotel in this meeting. Yes, this meeting is named as morning meeting. Okay, so moving ahead is time management. Now the reason why I've included this time management slides, although I've already showed you, this time management is a topic which I have covered and which you have also gone through in your BHM semester 3 unit 1, a topic named as time management. But the reason why I've included time management here is to convey this message, is to make sure, is to tell you that what is the importance of time in a proper and an efficient communication. Time and communication, they both are interlinked and they both are very important. The communication has to be passed on to our group, to the individual to whom it is meant to be delivered on time, and hence time plays an integral role in the communication or in the French topic. It is not enough to be busy. The question is, what are we busy about? We all are busy, but are we busy in doing something good? In doing something good for the respective society? In doing something good to ensure the growth and development of the organization in which we are currently employed? Are we loyal to them? Are we working for them? Are we actually utilizing our time to increase the efficiency, to increase the the set knowledge standard of ourselves? So we must think on this topic. Moving on to the next slide is French in hospitality industry. I will read the slide first. The public dining room that came ultimately to be known as the restaurant originated in France, and the French have continued to make major contribution to the restaurant development. The first restaurant proprietor is believed to have been one named as Bollinger, a soup vendor who opened his business in Paris in 1765. So as you can read and as you can see in the slide, that the first restaurant which ultimately, or the first dining outlet which ultimately named as a restaurant was in France, and the first restaurant vendor who used to sell soup, or the first restaurant in easy word, if we want to say, was in Paris in 1765, and that restaurant owner, that vendor used to sell soup. So you will see to it that most of the culinary terms, most of the food and beverage service terms, most of the equipment, be it your cocktail making equipment, mocktail making equipment, your service equipment, which we are using inside food and beverage department, they are somehow or the other interlinked to France, or the French terms. This is some history about the contribution of French in hotel industry and the weekdays in French format. Okay, so actually the weekdays format I have documented in the Word format. So in the next class I will show you that that Word format in which I have documented that weekdays. For example, Monday will be called as what? Tuesday will be called as what? Sunday will be called as what? In the Word format. Okay. Now, I would like to discuss few important culinary terms, or few important food and beverage terms which are used and which are in French. For example, chicken. Chicken. Chicken is poulet in French. Poulet. Chicken is poulet in French. Poulet. Okay. Then we have egg. E-double-G, egg. अंडा जिसको हम बोलते हैं हिंदी में. Egg is known as off. O-E-U-F in French. Egg is known as off. O-E-U-F in French. Then we have fish. The fish is quite interesting. Fish is known as poisson in French. It's P-O-I-S-S-O-N. Poisson in French. Poisson. We have poisson roti. That is roasted fish. Okay. Then we have roast. Roast in French is known as what? It is roti. R-O-T-I. Capital R-O-T-I. Roti is French. In French is roast, or roast in French is roti. Then we have cheese. Cheese is what? Cheese is fromage. Cheese is fromage. F-R-O-M-A-G-E. Fromage is the French translation of cheese. Then we have beverages, or the tea and coffee. Tea and coffee, or all sort of hot beverages, they are known as boisson. It's B-O-I-S-S-O-N. All the sort of hot beverages are known as boisson. B-O-I-S-S-O-N. Okay, B-O-I-S-S-O-N. Boisson. Guys, again I'm repeating that this main topic, weekdays in French, I have documented in Word format, which I shall be covering in the next class. So meanwhile, I am meanwhile I am briefing you about few basic terms which are used inside the restaurant industry in French. The English name and the French translation of that particular word. Okay, then we have something which is sweet. जैसे कि हम बोलते हैं dessert को मीठा. Dessert is known as by anthermets in French. It's the anthermets spelling I will spell down. It's ENTREMETS. Anthermets are something which is sweet. Anthermets. Okay. Then legume, LEGUME is vegetable, and it's vegetable, or the vegetable French translation is legume, LEGUME. Okay. Now very important term is sommelier. SOMMELIER. Sommelier is a term which you will which you will came across on day-to-day basis in the food and beverage service department. Who is a sommelier? A person who serves wine is a sommelier. In India, we may call him as a butler or as a steward, but in France, that particular designated person is known as by sommelier. Okay. Then we have demitasse. DEMITASE. What is a meaning of demitasse, or what is the Hindi translation of demitasse? Demitasse is basically a half coffee cup. Then we have elevenses. 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 Elevenses is a meal served at 11 o'clock. Okay. So these are few important terms which you all must know before stepping inside the hospitality industry, or before stepping inside the hotel industry. Because when you will be aware of all these French and the English terms, things will will turn out to be much more easier to you all. It's very important to know all these French terms. There are a few more terms. For example, we have starters. Like we all enjoy starters. For example, paneer tikka, fish tikka. For example, seekh kebab. Starters. In India we call them starters, and starters is an English word, but in France we call them others. The spelling is HORS/D for doll /OEUVRS. Haunts the others, but the correct pronunciation is others. Others is basically a starters. In India we call them starters, but in France we call them others. Others potages. Okay. Now soup. SOUP, soup. What soup is known as in French or in France? It is potage. 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 Potage is soup. Others potage is off. Off is egg, or egg is off. The spelling is OEUF. Egg is off. OEUF. Others potages of farina. Okay. Rice and pasta. The rice and pasta, which I'm sure we all enjoy eating. Pasta, we eat spaghetti, ravioli, macaroni. All these are the different types of pasta. What pasta is known in French? It is farina. The spelling is FARINEAUX. Farina. Okay, so I will speak in continuation. We have others, potage of farina. Others are starters. Potage is soup. Of is egg. Farina is pasta. Others potages of farina. Poisson is fish. Roasted is something which is roti, something which is roasted. So all these items, all these menu items, all these French classical terms, I have extracted from 17 course French classical menu. And as yes, French classical menu is again very, very important to you all. So I hope you have enjoyed this video lecture, this video PPT. So what Monday, Tuesday are known in France or in French, I will show you in the next PPT. Guys, thank you so much.